Salutations, dear friends! Ready to dive into yet another journey into traditional Azerbaijani cuisine? I've been browsing through different recipes in my mind, and suddenly I remembered a buttery, slightly nutty pilaf with pumpkin. This dish promises to be an amazing culinary experience for both you and me. So settle in, find a cozy spot, and let's get started. Before we jump in, make sure you've clicked the subscribe button and given us a thumbs up. Let's stay connected for more culinary journeys. As you've already seen, the pumpkins are freshly gathered. Now it's time to go after another key ingredient, chestnuts. In my opinion, chestnuts give this dish its unique charm, adding a sweet, nutty layer that blends perfectly with pumpkin, creating a flavor symphony. In many Azerbaijani regions, especially in Shanki and Ganja, chestnuts are cherished ingredients and frequently added to pilafs like this. For those curious, this delicious pilaf with pumpkin and chestnuts is traditionally known as gabak pilaf. Another classic ingredient here is walnuts. I'll lightly roast them with the chestnuts and onions to intensify the flavors, allowing them to absorb each other's essences. And now comes the fun yet meticulous part, peeling. I've got a special metal stick that makes removing chestnut skins easier and safer, keeping those sharp edges away from my fingers. We'll need a bit of patience for this peeling process. It's a bit tedious, but worth every minute. While I'm working on these, why not check out my shop? You'll find unique artisan kitchenware like wooden bowls, spatulas, and top-quality knives. Just scan the QR code and you'll discover items that will elevate your kitchen experience. Look who's decided to join me. Hey there, buddy. Not helping much by nibbling away at what I've just peeled, are you? But who can resist that adorable face? Alright, you win this time. I'm making thin cuts in the chestnut skins before boiling them to help the skins come off easily. We don't need to overboil, just enough to loosen the skin, since they'll get another round of cooking with the rice. I'm setting the pot of water on the fire for our chestnuts. We'll parboil them for about 10 to 15 minutes, just enough to make peeling easier. Let's add a pinch of salt to the water. This helps enhance the chestnuts' natural sweetness and adds a subtle seasoning as they soften. I'll mince the walnuts so they're about the size of rice grains. This way they'll blend seamlessly with the pilaf, offering a delightful crunch without overpowering the texture. The chestnuts should be ready by now. I'll take them out and start peeling. These will add a unique sweetness and buttery texture to our dish, elevating every bite. Now for the pumpkins. I'll peel them, scoop out the seeds, and then slice and grate them. Once roasted with onions and nuts, they'll have a warm, porridge-like texture that melts into the pilaf beautifully. Just a reminder, we're also on Instagram. Follow us for daily doses of culinary delight and cooking shorts that bring a bit of wilderness cooking right to your feed. Time for the onions. These will add a savory base that ties all the ingredients together. Their sweetness, once caramelized, will balance the rich flavors of pumpkin and nuts. And remember to check out our shop. Scan the QR code to explore our selection of finely crafted kitchen utensils. They'll add a rustic charm to your cooking experience. Today, I'm using homemade butter. It adds that luxurious butteriness, complementing the pumpkin's sweetness and the chestnut's rich, nutty notes. The butter is perfectly melted and it's time to add the onions for a gentle roast. I'll sprinkle in some turmeric to give it a warm golden hue. And now the pumpkin. I'll mix it in well to let it soak up all that buttery onion goodness. Look at this lovely mixture. The roasted pumpkin and onions create a slightly sweet, creamy flavor with a touch of savoriness from the butter. The aroma is absolutely mouth-watering. Next, I'll add the walnuts and give everything a nice roast. This adds a deep, nutty layer that blends beautifully with the pumpkin sweetness. I think that's enough roasting. We're ready to add our pre-boiled rice. I'll mix everything thoroughly to ensure the flavors meld beautifully, with no plain white rice left behind. Time to add the chestnuts. This final mix brings all the ingredients together, creating a beautiful blend of textures and tastes. And there we have it, ready to serve. I'm thrilled with how this has turned out. The combined aroma of walnuts and chestnuts fills the air, while the pumpkin lends a gentle sweetness. The onions tie everything together with a savory touch. Let's dig in. The pilaf is warm, buttery and slightly nutty, with each ingredient coming through in perfect harmony. I've also got some pickled cabbage on the side, a nice tangy contrast to the rich flavours. Alright my friends, let's wrap it up. There's something so fulfilling about bringing a beloved traditional recipe to life. Azerbaijani cuisine has such depth and variety, and I'm proud to share it with you. I hope you enjoyed this journey as much as I did. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video so we can continue sharing these experiences together.
Kanalımıza dəstək olmaq istəyirsinizsə, onlayn mağazamızdan xüsusi bıçaq və ya taxta qablarımızı əldə edə bilərsiniz. Mağazanın linki videonun altındakı təsvirdə var. Super!